Hi, and welcome to the We're Gonna Make It podcast show, the podcast where we cover emerging tech in just under 15 minutes. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the world of AI-based password cracking and separating hype from reality. We'll discuss PassGAN, an AI-based password cracker that has caused quite the stir in media, and explore the techniques behind password cracking, the role of AI, and the importance of maintaining strong passwords on the internet. First, let's discuss PassGAN, an approach that was debuted in 2017. It uses generative adversarial networks, or GANs, to generate password guesses by autonomously learning the distribution of passwords from real-world password breaches. Well, in plain English, that means it studies the leaked passwords from before to guess passwords in the present. PassGAN was an exciting experiment that helped usher in use of AI-based password candidate generators. However, its performance falls short compared to the existing techniques such as Markov generators, probabilistic context-free grammars, and word lists with managing rules. We'll understand this as we go ahead. So conventional password cracking employs word lists containing billions of words from previous breaches, along with managing rules that create variations on the fly. These techniques can crack seemingly complex passwords quite easily. Password crackers like Hashcat and John the Ripper make use of these rules and lists combined with parallel computing to perform their tasks at incredible speeds. They employ clusters that specialize in parallel computing, enabling them to generate large number of password guesses much faster than CPUs can. Another interesting technique is called combinator attacks, which combines two or more words in the list to create new possibilities. For example, in a 2013 exercise, password cracking expert June Stube was able to recover the password Momo F3G 8 kids because he already had Momo F3G and 8 kids in his list. Brute force, on the other hand, tries every possible combination for a given password length. It starts with the simplest combination like A and continues through every possible string until it reaches a designated limit such as dash 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 dash. To make brute force attacks more efficient, crackers use Markov chains and mask attacks to prioritize more likely combinations, which can be thought of as an intelligent brute force that uses statistics to check more likely passwords first. Alright, while PasswordGAN uses a neural network to generate password guesses, it's not as effective as the leading AI password candidate generator. According to Jeremy Gosney, a password cracking expert, PassGAN's performance is on par with Markov generators and falls short for other techniques like PCFGs. Gosney also mentioned that a different neural network method for guessing passwords was introduced in 2016, performs slightly better than PassGAN. The hype surrounding around PassGAN is misleading, as the tool is far from being super scary security threat. Some sources have suggested that PassGAN represents concerning advancement in password cracking techniques, but in reality, its performance is hardly remarkable compared to what's possible through conventional means. The chances that PassGAN will ever replace more conventional password cracking methods is infinitesimally small. Moreover, the advice to change passwords every 3 to 6 months is outdated and contradicted by experts from the Federal Trade Commission, Microsoft, NIST, who all emphasize that frequent password changes can be counterproductive. They argue that the effort required to change scores of password multiple times every year encourages a person to cut potentially costly corners. What's important to remember is to create strong, unique passwords for each account and only change them if there's evidence of a compromise. PassGAN might have been an interesting experiment, but it doesn't pose a significant new threat to password security. Now let's understand what it takes to create a strong and secure password online by following these best practice standards. Use a password that is at least 12 to 16 characters long. Longer passwords are generally more secure. Next would be to combine upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special symbols to make your password harder to guess. Another way would be to refrain using guessable words such as password or 123456 or any personal information like your name, birth date, or pet's name. Additionally, if you're creating a unique password, try to do that for every account that you make online. Also consider using passphrases made up of multiple random words, which can be easier to remember but still provide strong security. Also, while you don't need to change your password too frequently, it's a good practice to update them every 6 months to a year only in cases of security breaches. You could also add two-factor authentication, which is an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, such as a code sent to your mobile device or a fingerprint. Password managers can also help you generate strong, secure passwords, which are quite unique. This way, you don't have to remember each password individually. You can also keep your passwords private and avoid sharing them with your friends, because this does pose a threat eventually. And finally, when using public Wi-Fi networks, be extra careful with your login credentials, avoid accessing sensitive accounts or entering passwords on unsecured networks. So by following these best practices, you can significantly improve the security online and protect yourself and your personal information for potential threats. And that brings us to the end of today's podcast, where we discussed the latest password cracking methods and AI advancements. We also explored the importance of creating strong passwords and following best practice standards for online safety. It's crucial to remain skeptical of hype news from mainstream media and always verify the information before accepting it as the truth. Sensational headlines can often obscure the reality of a situation, so be sure to stay informed through reliable sources. Remember, staying safe online is more important than ever, given the increasing sophistication of cyber threats. By using strong, unique passwords and enabling two-factor authentication, you can protect your personal information and secure your online accounts. If you enjoyed our show and found it informative, please support the podcast by following, liking, and rating us over your favorite podcast platform. Your support helps us to continue producing content that keeps you informed and safe in the digital world. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe, have a great day, and always remember, we're going to make it. Goodbye.